going to be part three of building a SaaS in 24 hours. Sorry, building an MVP in 24 hours. So in the past like two videos, I've just been purely I've just been doing design, and as much as like I think design is like so important, it's really important for me to start with it. I still need to do more stuff on like the UI. I've been getting like some requests from you guys to share a lot more on like marketing, which like that's I like. So in this video, I'm going to just like make out a generic like marketing strategy, not generic, but like how we'll start out with the marketing strategy. Um, and but after that, like I will have to go back to design just to polish everything off. Like we've got the general structure in place. My co-founder, he's doing like the coding, and he like we had a chat early today and planned everything out. And I spoke to him a little bit later, and he's done like the hardest part of the functionality already. Like we're making this really lightweight, so we're building on top of Phantom Buster for doing some things, and then we're just using like Airtable as a database. You know, like usually in software, you wouldn't do that at all. In fact, I think if any software developers are watching this, they're probably laughing at us. But it is like a really fast way to release a an MVP. Uh, so yeah, and like I'm just much more comfortable with it. My experience isn't in actually building enterprise software applications; it's just in marketing them. So in general, with like a marketing strategy, it's going to change as time progresses. I'll change that from customers to users. Okay, so let's focus on customers, because no one really cares about users. Um, Customers. So this will just like in general, I will add to this a lot over time. You'll often find with like growth and running businesses, like ideas really come to you when you're actually like getting into it, if that makes sense. It's not like at the start you're like just filled with ideas. Like because I've done this quite a few times, I sort of know what I'll be doing, but my best ideas come when I'm actually like really like in the middle of things, and yeah, just because you have to think about things in so much more detail. So this is just like a brainstorm, I guess, and I'm just trying to format this table a little bit better. So okay, so like on this we have one big competitor. I think it might be a little bit early for me to say who it is, and in fact it doesn't even matter from a growth perspective. So there's one main competitor in this, and what I'm going to do is find all of their customers and then perform outreach to them. So we can scrape competitors via LinkedIn. We can scrape their customers on products. We'll scrape Product Hunt upvoters. Scrape. So that's a really good little hack. And then we'll go into channels, growth hackers. Then we can also do beta list, product hunt, YouTube. I can make a few YouTube videos on the tool, and then what's indie hackers. I think also Hacker News actually. It's not Hacker News is like a really great platform because it's really there's like huge amounts of traffic. If you can get onto the front page of Hacker News, like you can expect like 300,000 visits in a day. and like 80% of them are going to be like US, Canada, and like major EU countries, which is always good. It's just it's a really technical community, so you have to position it in a way that that appeals to that audience. I can make some YouTube videos on the growth hacks you can implement with this tool, using the tool. Beta list, product hunt, launch on product hunt, growth hackers, and then like maybe if we started with a little landing page. You know, another really good idea actually would be and then partners. Okay. Java, octopus. Okay, so like just to go over this quickly, a lot of other like similar tools are uh, so our tool is going to be like a growth hacking like LinkedIn plugin. I hope my AirPods don't die now. So he's stolen the name Linked Helper. That's quite funny. Okay. Linked Helper has been taken down altogether. Wow. LinkedIn. Okay, so like Octopus is here, Duck Soup is here. So what I can actually do is anyone who's reviewed the plugin, I can actually go and reach out to them. Like we're not a competitor to Octopus, we just have the same audience. So it's just gonna be saying like, hey, I saw that you were using Octopus. Um, we'd love to introduce you to some other like growth hacking tools, basically. So that would be like the idea behind it. So extract reviews from these tools and then perform outreach. Um, then these channels will be like where I'll promote for the initial launch. I'll make a few videos, competitor. So, and like another little thing that we can do is anyone who's upvoted something on Product Hunt. Has Linked Helper launched on Product Hunt? They, I can't believe that. There's no one who's launched under LinkedIn bot on Product Hunt. That's very stupid. You could check out these guys. Okay. So it seems like no LinkedIn people are launching on. That's very funny. I'm quite surprised by that. So no one's launched on LinkedIn, so I'm going to have to find another way to do that. So in terms of getting like the first 10 customers, then we can do like social media. So we could do. You do Twitter automation. That would be quite easy. Find competitors. When I say competitors, again, I mean similar tools. Um, Facebook, like I'm banned from, but I can't, like, I don't really want to run ads at this early of a stage. So I think I'll miss that one out. Instagram, yeah, I think they're not the best platform. So the next best platform is obviously going to be like LinkedIn, because our audience is actually like LinkedIn users. So I think targeting, we'll do like a search and connect campaign. I have like 70 LinkedIn accounts at my disposal, like accounts that I own of real people who've just let me use them. So we can, like, that's really easy. Search and connect. So I'm just going to come up with a few search terms. So growth hacker is always a good one. It's usually people who are just interested in innovative marketing solutions. Then we want like LinkedIn lead generation, content marketer. Content marketer. I think that would actually be enough. Like, I know off the top of my head, Growth Hacker has, last I checked, it had about 17,000 people with the job title. I guess we can do that as well, actually. So we could do content marketer isn't a good one, actually. We can do growth hacking, not growth hacker. So if anyone doesn't know, if you put a minus on a LinkedIn search, it will remove anyone with the keyword that you have the minus next to. So if we're doing one search for growth hacker and then we do growth hacking minus growth hacker, it means that the searches won't overlap at all. So that's called a Boolean search, if anyone is interested. So okay, I've still got 17,000 results under growth hacker for LinkedIn and lead generation. Wow, okay, we've got 146,000 people for that search. So that's a huge audience for us to reach out to. So in fact, I would split that across like 5 different LinkedIn accounts, most likely. Yeah, I think, shit. I'm just trying to keep this quite neat. Okay, so I think that should be more than enough to get our first 25 customers, sorry, our first 10 customers in place. In fact, it should do like more than that. But a lot of this is like automated for me and it's quite easy to do. So once I've set it up, like it's actually going to build up like momentum for taking us over like these next stages. Refer a friend to move up the queue. That's a really nice growth hack for like viral marketing. So we just have a simple like landing page, a waiting landing page. Um, and then off that, we're going to want to build an email sequence. Do we want to do cold outreach? No, I don't really want to do cold outreach for this, actually. I don't want to do cold email outreach. But it is a potential avenue. But I think because we're building a tool for LinkedIn, it's actually much better to keep everything on LinkedIn. We're not actually trying to pull them off. Um, in fact, another really important thing. So this plugin is going to be a Chrome extension. So what we actually want to do is get a lot of good reviews. Give free product in exchange for 5 start in exchange for a review. So your what's the right word? You're influenced quite a lot based on how many reviews you have of a plugin in the Chrome extension store. So the same if you're selling on like Amazon or anything like that. It's I've got a friend, and if he goes down below 4 stars, he sees like a massive drop in his not only conversions but also how high he ranks in Amazon search. So in things like this, it's really important. So a big focus for us should actually be to get good some reviews for giving away free products in exchange for reviews. Email sequence for how. In fact, I don't want an email sequence, do I? Just social media. We want to do share and connect, search and connect. Sorry, and so I need to write out messaging sequence. Connect message one. Message one. Message two. Yeah, fine. Message three. So yeah, just pushing traffic to the landing page, I think is quite good. Some of the tools. Link Droid. Okay. I don't really reach out to some blogs. Unless we have an affiliate scheme in place, it's not really going to work that well. So I think this is like more than enough to get our first 10 customers. If not, it's going to take us past that. But like these are all just initial processes that I want to get set up, because it like once I've set up like the LinkedIn outreach, for example, there's over 200,000 leads to be reached out to. So over a period of time, that will actually really take us a lot further. So I'm going to turn these into tasks, if I remember how to do that. Okay, yeah, that's how you do it. So now, no, I've lost it. Add task, sorry. Give free products in exchange for reviews. A task, a task, a task. So now like each channel is sort of grouped together. That also I need to make a Twitter account. It's never fun. So yeah, now like as I tick off a task, if you see here, this branch is now halfway done, and that's a quarter of the way done. So I don't usually use this as like a project management tool, but it's just like a nice way to like visualize the initial outreach and how everything will piece together. So yeah, this is just for getting like the first 10 people on board, but really I think if I set up this campaign, we should get quite a lot more than that. Like this is just a little simple starter, like a little launch. I don't want to invest in any paid advertising right now. I want to try and keep everything quite cheap, and because we're just an MVP stage, is really we're just looking for feedback. Like potentially we could offer like a lifetime deal as well. There are these guys that I know, Tom at Dealify, um, and they have software lifetime deals for growth hackers. So that's quite interesting. Duck Soup is on there now. Um, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, they just sell they sell like tools related to growth hacking, basically. So we could potentially like launch on there actually for quite a cheap price, but I think it might be too soon to do it. It might be something like once we have our first 100 customers or so, and we've ironed out all the initial uh, issues and like we've sorted out the UX a little bit more. I think that's when it would be worth looking into doing like partnerships and promotions. So really, this is like real MVP. We're just trying to get feedback from people and see if we can monetize it. I'm 100% confident that we can. But then further down the line, I would look into like referral marketing, um, as in trying to get people to invite their friends and stuff into the tool, and then maybe like some lifetime deals. So I hope that's like really quick and digestible. This is like a little launch strategy I've put together, and over the next like we're not ready to start doing this yet. The first thing I'll probably do is actually build like this referral landing page. Then when that is done, I need to work on the design still. Actually, I need to give those designs over to my co-founder. Then when that is done, we can start going through all these processes. So I'll start like documenting that as soon as I start working on it. Next video is going to be design, actually putting the UI into place. I know people aren't too interested in design, but design is directly related to growth. It really is, and there are definitely some great. If you have poor design, poor UX, and poor like interface, it's just an uphill battle to build a successful product. Whereas if you deliver like a great experience through great design, your product will grow itself. So like I would definitely say, as much as it is design and people aren't interested, I'd definitely recommend watching them just so you can actually appreciate how important design of a product really is. And after that, once we have the good design in place and like solid foundation, that's when we actually start moving into the like acquisition stage. But don't underestimate design. This is what really makes people activate within your tool and convert into customers. So yeah, anyway, I'll actually start working on some designs now. I am getting tired, but co-founder's waiting for me and we can't let him down. So yeah, I'll start working on that now. Other than that, if you have any questions about the strategy, like about the platforms or things that we're going to implement, feel free to leave a comment below. If you have any ideas of places to promote a startup, feel free to leave a comment. And yeah, thank you very much for watching.